Some of you might be having fake friends and you don't know it. So these are the 4 characteristics of fake friends. Top of the list, they always take advantage of you. Now, how will you know a friend is taking advantage of you? If you notice that this friend of yours is only ever looking for you during end month, when they are behind on rent, when they are behind on school fees, when they're just having some sort of trouble, is when they come looking for you. That is a fake friend. You know, it's possible to have a friend who is in a financial crisis. And from time to time, they might come to you saying, please help me with some money, help me with this, do you have some sugar? That is okay. But the difference is they're constantly in your life. They don't just show up when there is a problem. This same thing actually happens with many Christians. You find that someone never prays, they never fast, they never read the Bible, they never do anything concerning God. But the day they have trouble is when they remember there is God in heaven and they go to pray. Now, God is very merciful. He might answer that prayer. But look on the other side, there is somebody who prays, in fact, 3 times a day. When they wake up, midday, and when they go to sleep. They read the Bible twice a day, when they wake up and before they go to sleep. That person has a relationship with God. Now, when it comes to us human beings, it's the exact same thing. People who spend time with you and they actually care about you when you're having a problem, they are concerned, they show up. Those are friends. But a friend who only shows up when they have a crisis. Even worse, it's been long since you guys spoke. Maybe it's been a month. And the time they're showing up, they start with pleasantries. How are you doing? How is the wife? How is the husband? How are the kids? Eventually, that conversation ends with, might you have 10,000? Might you have this and that? That is not a good friendship. Because if you've cultivated a relationship with somebody, the day you have a problem, you don't even call to waste time to ask them, how is the wife doing? You already know. You just call and say, hey man, I'm in a fix. I need 2,000 right now. Do you have it on you? And they're like, yeah. Let me even send you something extra in case you need to withdraw or something like that, because the relationship is there. Asking is so easy and it doesn't look like it's manipulative. So that's one example. People who take advantage of you periodically without being in your life when things are going well for them. Second characteristic of fake friends, they are not happy for your successes. Just do a test. For example, go to your social media. Maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's Facebook. Post on your story. You will come to notice that you have people who you call friends from university, from high school even, from previous companies you've worked for, from previous neighborhoods you've lived in. They will come and see you've posted a bit of success. Maybe you've started a new business, you bought a new car, you've bought a piece of land, you've started construction, or you have finished. They will view and move on. It doesn't necessarily make them bad people, but that lack of excitement over your achievements makes them a lower tier of friends. There's people who will not pass by and they see you have improved in something and they fail to say something positive. Those are friends who actually care about you. Congratulations on this and that. Congratulations on that. And they will always congratulate you on whatever it is you've achieved, however small it might be. Those are very good friends. You know, that's why I actually stopped posting on social media. I used to post a lot back when I was younger, but now I barely share anything. If you go on my social media, you won't know if I'm married or not. You won't know where I live. You won't know if I am poor or not. There is nothing other than what is tied down to my work. Because I discovered I'm posting, I've done something positive, I'm waiting. You know, there's a time I posted on IG, I'd done something very remarkable. I felt I need to share this with people. And I left and I came back online the next day and I find one message from one person who is a true friend. Everyone else who I studied with, everyone else who knows me, they passed by. They moved on. So I was like, that is something to be considered. You might know a lot of people, but that doesn't mean you have a lot of friends. There's a difference. The third characteristic of fake friends is that they will always compete with your achievements. Here's an example. If you tell a friend you just came from Uganda and they immediately start telling you about how they were in Rwanda last year, that person is in competition with you. You'll notice that anytime you're talking about something positive you have done, they immediately bring up something they have done. It shouldn't be a competition. Sometimes it could even be me or you who are having this behavior. If you have a friend who tells you they have just managed to buy a piece of land, even if you bought a piece of land, whether it's even bigger than theirs or smaller, don't bring it up. Let them live in the moment. Congratulate them, tell them they've done a great step, they won't regret it. You've invested in land, that one you won't regret. This is an asset that appreciates. In 5 years, you might get a good return out of it. So, hongera, you know, they will feel you're a good guy or lady because you're not watering down their achievements. So, friends who are always in competition with your achievements are not truly good friends. And if you are one such person, it's good to acknowledge and work on these particular things that I'm mentioning in this video. Now, the fourth sign of fake friends is that they always have something bad to say about other people. Chances are, if I sit down with you and you have something bad to say about person X, the day you will sit down with somebody else, you'll have something bad to say about me. But good friends, you'll always find that they have nothing bad to say about someone else. You'll talk about issues. You'll talk about Man U and Arsenal. You'll talk about your various marriages, how they are going. You'll talk about things like that. But you'll rarely find yourself talking about other people, especially those who are not public figures. You know, we can sit down and discuss the president and the opposition leader. That is not really gossip because they are public figures. They are public servants. We pay taxes to them. They are our representatives. We are able to discuss them. But you sit down to discuss another colleague. You sit down to discuss another neighbor. You discuss a former employee. You know, that kind of thing. Those are friends. That is a sign that is not going to be a very good friend for you, because as you are spending time with them, they're gathering information on you. And the day you guys are not tight as you are now, they will share your baggage with somebody else. So those are the 4 signs of bad friends. It could be you have a friend who is like that, or it could be that you are the one who is like that. And when you come to that realization, all you have to do is acknowledge that you have the problem, work on it, and trust you me, people will just love you, especially if you don't compete with your friends. When they achieve, you congratulate, you don't compete, and you are also there for them throughout, not when you're just in need, because then you'll be using people. Be there throughout, the good and the bad. Don't show up when you're having a bad day only. When you need to be bailed out from this issue or that issue, that will single you out as a bad friend. Now, having said that, if you enjoy this type of content, you can subscribe on YouTube at High Altitude Ministries or right here on TikTok, and we're also available on Facebook and Instagram. And with that, bye-bye.